We are live, Sports Rewind Digital, joined by Davo, and BJ is down there in the bottom with the circle of death. And it's going to keep spinning. I did notice he muted his mic, so that could be interesting. We'll see what happens there.
It's best we've heard from him.
How was your week, mate?
That's pretty quiet, as usual. Sport gets washed out on the weekends. So the city tried to have a bowl down the nets on Sunday. The daughters pestered me to go down. And, geez, that hurt. I think I'll just stick to throwing to them for a little while. But, it's good to get out when we could.
Yeah, that's it. It's hard when the kids' sport or even our sport's washed out, mate. It's trying to get a bit of exercise in and things like that. So,
well, still haven't really missed a game. It's like I was going to be a part-time player, and every time I set them out, it's been washed out.
Yeah. Turn your phone around to the side, Randall. Other way. Long ways. Serious. Turn it that way. Serious. Come on, mate. Come on. Sort it out. He can't even hear us.
No.
That's what happens on the Gold Coast. Hey, Jovo, how you going, mate? You think being in the penthouse, you'd have decent Wi-Fi up there and, things sorted out, but
yeah,
he's got nothing. Why you can't talk, Randall? Take us for a tour of the penthouse. Have a look at this, Dovo. He's out, is he? Come on, mate. Sort it out.
I'm back.
Oh, yeah, he's back. Take us for a tour.
Had to use the phone. You can't really see much, mate. What have we got? Got to work out how to turn it around, mate.
This is good viewing.
I'm on fire here. All right, what do we got? Let's have a look here.
Oh, dirty waters. Heaps of dirty waters.
There's heaps, mate. Dirty water everywhere you look, hey? What more can you ask for? Beautiful. Thanks for coming.
Oh, yeah, good. Yeah, good. Don't fall off while you're out there, all right? JV, you're right. Electricians aren't tech savvy. We've had a few technical issues this week, I can tell you. But, wrong one. I'm not tech savvy either. But there we go. Week at the old Down Under Winter Classic, and it's been a solid week of baseball. A bit of rain. There was a bit of rain delays today, so we'll get in the baseball that we can get in. But Randall, how about you, mate? You young fellas playing 10U and 14U. How are they going so far?
Yeah, they had the off day today, so they were pretty happy with that. We went for a trip out to Dreamworld today and rode every ride, and watched the little fella pee his pants a few times on some of the roller coasters. He was packing it, but once he got going, they loved it. So the 10U Sea Dogs, mate, they I think they're two losses and a win from their first three games, and 14's Rockhounds, they're 2 wins and no losses after the first 2 days. So they've got 2 double headers coming up over the next couple of days. So they're going to be probably struggling with some pitching, I'd say. You know what it's all like with these tournaments. You probably don't really want those single game days early in the comp. You want them spread out. You don't want to have to back end those double headers, but it is what it is, and they'll be right. See what happens.
Yeah, it makes it hard for pitchers and things like that, working around, those sort of days. But, a bit of rain, washouts and things like that for the kids, and they're at Dreamworld and had a big day there. So the only games on today were the 12U, and, mate, I watched an absolute gem of a game over at Mudgery Bar there. I'm probably killing the pronunciation of that, but that was a quality game. 3-all is where I seen it too, and I'm pretty sure there was one run in after that, but I'm not sure who won. So we'll find out in a second because I'll go through some results. No local baseball for you, Davo, this week. Was there any baseball at all, mate?
Don't think so. No, I think the whole weekend got done. So I know there was a game down here on the coast at Watanabe 2. That was the only field that was sort of playable. But I know we were washed out, even though we're out of Maitland, and 1s and 2s had to bye. So I'm not sure how any of the others went in the comp.
Yeah, I didn't see any results. I know there was Boomerangs was on first and second grade on the Sunday. I don't know too much else on the Saturday got played, but it's a bit of a shambles with the rain. I mean, not much you can do. Obviously, we've only played a few games, so evening to you too, Matt. Made some solid F1 over the weekend. You've got plenty to tell us about that, I'm sure. But yeah, Randall down on the Winter Classic hasn't disappointed. Plenty of good baseball. I'm going to go through some results anyway so far of what's been going on. But before that, SeaWorld, the opening ceremony. Give us a rundown of that. That was pretty good.
Yeah, mate, that was an unreal night, wasn't it? Kids were, I know when we first walked in the gate, the first thing we did was make a run for the rides, jumped on the roller coasters while we could, and I think everyone got 2 quick rides on the roller coasters, and then the kids disappeared. Didn't see them again until we were, ringing them up saying, "Come and have a feed before it's too late." But yeah, mate, what an event! It always is an absolute cracking event, and didn't disappoint this year. Funky Phil was running around, causing grief with all the kids, stirring them all up, filling them up with ice cream eating competitions and whatnot. And you and I did a bit of a chat and interviewed a couple of people, and yeah, everybody seemed to love it. What did you make of it, mate?
Hey, great fun, as you said. Lots going on, lots of noise, and it was good value. We got to chat to different people. Old Frank the Tank broke his arm on the first pitch, wasn't it? First pitch of the tournament for him, and he broke his arm, so he come on, and we had different coaches pop on. Here's Funky Phil in the background here now. He's been running amok all week so far, and it's just been good fun. Heaps of kids just having a blast, and hopefully they get 3 more days of baseball. That's probably the biggest thing, isn't it? It's hard with the rain, and the ground staff up here have been absolutely phenomenal, not only at Surfers but at Mudgee Bar and was it Coomera and Runaway Bay.
Right.
It's been unbelievable. Like, the grounds are just absolutely slosh, but they've got leaf blowers out there blowing water around, and squeegees and sand and all the things to get these kids on the park. And that's probably the best part about this, is all the volunteers and helpers that have sort of chipped in.
Yeah. It's been good, mate.
You go.
I was going to say, even today, mate, obviously the 12U were the only ones that got on. Everybody else is washed out, so they moved tomorrow's rest day to today.
Yeah.
And, mate, the amount of kids that were getting around in their down under gear at Dreamworld was unbelievable. I think the longest we waited in a line for a ride would have only been 15 minutes max. And over half the line would have been people from the down under Winter Classic. Good. So it's just unreal, mate. Everyone's getting around in their uniforms. We stopped in at Coles this morning when we found out that the games were off today, and grabbed some groceries. We walked in, the kids were in their uniforms ready to go, and a lady working there straight away said, "Oh, you guys look like you're playing in the baseball competition here." And she knew all about it. And we said, "Oh, do you have someone playing?" And she's like, "Oh, no, we've just noticed it over the last couple of years." So even the locals are starting to recognise it, and it's great to see them get on board, and just a cracking event.
Yeah, it is. It is indeed. The locals up here do love it. The bloke at the Opta shop today when I went there. He was talking about it and talking about a few different things with the baseball that's been played, and he knew about surface being played at surfers and things like that. So it is good. Hopefully, it gets a bit more out there and plenty more kids join in. So 32 teams this year from 10U right through to 18U. And let's just have a quick look anyway at what's happening with each sort of division right now. I'll share some screens here. I think I've got 10U up here first. I can't really see. What's this one? 18U. So they've had Rockhounds 18U, 2 wins, 1 loss. Sea Dogs, 1 win. So they've only played 1. And Rays, blue and gold, they're round that out for the 18s. Let's take a look here at what else have we got. So your young fella, Randall, in 10U. There's a few teams in that, isn't there?
4 teams in the 10U.
Okay. Rhinos Gold, they're a red-hot team. Scrappers, Sea Dogs, and Rhinos Purple. That Scrappers and the Rhinos Gold game the other day, that was a good matchup. Plenty of young kids having some good cuts and some good pitching. That's probably been one of the best things is the pitching that I've seen, Randall. What's your thoughts on it so far?
Pretty good standard. We watch a lot of our local kids in the Newcastle Central Coast area, and especially those kids at that age, that the pitching is what hurts our competitions, where you'll have one kid that can throw a ball, and then you've got 6 kids behind that person that can't, or they struggle to make the plate. And every kid up here is able to dot it. Like it's ridiculous. Oh, it's ridiculous.
16
even my young bloke, mate. Jeez, turn it up.
Yeah, well, tell us about what he did. That was unreal.
Yeah, he came in. He came in as a relief pitcher. I think the team were ahead by a little bit, so they said, "Oh, we just need someone to fill a gap," sort of thing. We're ahead. We're going to use someone that's not a pitcher. We know he's a catcher and plays a little bit of wherever, but pitching isn't his thing. He come on, loaded bases, none out, struck out the first 2 hitters, walked 1, and then gave up a bases clearing double. And then I think he walked the next hitter and then struck the next bloke out. Come out the second inning, struck out 2 hitters, dropped 3rd strike, runner reached, then struck out the next hitter. So I think he had 7 strikeouts in 2 innings, 2 walks, then a hit. So, not too bad. He was pretty stoked with himself. I just wish he would hit the ball.
He's a pitcher now.
He's getting some hacks in, mate. He's getting some hacks in.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. He's not shying away from hacking. I think sometimes I feel like it might be a little bit slow for him. He looks a little bit early. He just seems to be gets his step in. He waits, and then swings. And it's like, oh, swing again, quick.
Yeah, another good one straight after that was Sean Smith's young bloke, Lockie, come on, and he's 7 in the 10U and his first live pitch baseball ever, and he got a throw as well. And a couple of strikeouts, 2 strikeouts, was it, Funky?
Yeah, 2 strikeouts. 2 strikeouts, a walk. And he was stuff. Unreal. It was great to see, mate.
Already doing better than his old man.
Yep.
16U. There are a few teams here, and unfortunately, they've had a couple of washout days. Beach Bums and Sea Dog 16U a 1 win, as well as the Rockhounds and the T-Bones, Rays, and Scrappers round out that one. What else have we got here? Let's take a look. There is anytime now. 14U. This is a stacked competition. This one, the Junior Cavs, 3 wins. I watched them yesterday. They were pretty good with the bats. Rockhounds 2-0. The Rays 2-2. Scrappers 1-2. the Kiwis 1 and 2, Sea Dogs and the Beach Bums rounded out there. Have you seen
Pretty
much
good
of the
run
14?
differential for the
Yeah.
Cavs.
Yeah. No, they've been killing it. Have I done the 12s yet? Have I missed the 12s? I think I missed the 12s, haven't I?
Maybe.
Let me have a look. Having a shocker. Yeah, the 12U. The Scrappers have played 5. Wow, they've had 5 games already. No losses. The Cruisers 3-1. That was a game today. The Scrappers and the Cruisers. And that 4-3 was the score. Ended up, as I said earlier, 3-all going in late in the game. But Beach Bums, the Sea Dogs, Elevate, Rockhounds, and the Rhinos. Good luck to all those kids getting some games in over the next couple of days. It's been absolutely awesome to watch, and hopefully we see a fair bit more over the next few days. No rain predicted over the next 3 days, and then the finals for Friday, and should be a good couple of days of baseball.
Not wrong. Hey, Davo, tell me, have you ever seen, Hutto and I talked about this, have you ever seen somebody hit a game-tying home run, celebrate as they're running down first baseline to the opposition dugout, miss first base, and get all the way home and still not realise they missed first base, and then be given out and an appeal play at first, and be the third out, and no runs count?
Yep. Not first base. I think it was third base. I saw a game where someone's done, but yeah, showboating.
Yeah, so under 14s yesterday. Actually, it was Rockhounds versus the Scrappers, and Rockhounds looked like they were going to get away with a 4-1 win.
Yep.
And young bloke come up and hit an absolute piss missile. Like, this thing was absolutely crushed. 3-run bomb. And yeah, he decided that he was going to blow some kisses into the first base dugout, which was the opposition, as he went down first baseline, did a couple of spins, and missed first base by a couple of feet. It wasn't even close.
Serves him right.
Oh, mate, it was for that kid. Like, he absolutely pissed on it. Like, it was crushed. But guess what?
Well, back in the day, the following batter would have copped one in the ribs, wouldn't he, Phil?
Well, mate, I was actually thinking you were talking about me then, because I'm thinking, oh no, they've heard the story. I've done the exact same thing.
Stop it.
Load the bases, tie the game up. I missed second base. So I got to get base clearing single.
Oh no!
Cost the game. We lost by 1 run that game.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you do?
In the end, the Rockhounds did score, I think, 4 runs or something in the bottom of the next inning anyway. So, but they ended up running away with it. But yeah, what a game-changing moment, and it just shows how quickly this game humbles you, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Hey, Phil, while you're on here, tell us what you've been up to the last couple of days.
Last couple of days. So yeah, been a bit of rain, so I had to be a little bit creative in my things. I've had a few prizes to give away. Now, my merchandise, as you know, I don't sell my merchandise, so you've got to win it or do something embarrassing. So we had a very proud mama today, or Elaine Scotney. What a legend. What a legend. I went around to all the teams today and I offered all the mums. I said, if you mums love your kids, I said, you need to slide head first through the puddle. If you love your kids, you do it. If you don't do it, you don't love your kids. You know, we don't love our kids that much, they all said. Lane found out straight after the game, mate. Yeah, a little bit of pushing from the kids, but she done it. Has been tagged on it. And what a legend. So she won a hat for a boy and then gave him a big cuddle and squished it all over him as well. So, yeah, that was a bit of fun. So, yeah,
check it out on Funky Phil's Instagram. I was going to try to put it on here, but it's not really going to work that well on here. But anyway.
Here we go. Here she goes.
How good is that?
That was a decent slide too. I saw that.
In the Sea Dogs white. So, Elaine, absolute legend. Good on you.
Yeah.
And
she did ask us to go out for dinner with her tonight, and I did have to decline because I said, you just smell like stagnant water. I can't go anywhere near you. Well, that water's been sitting there for 3 days. What are you doing? But
And
anyone,
last week.
and last
The
week,
water was
yeah.
in there for
I tell
4
you
days,
what,
right?
yeah. So they a lot of the people that follow our page and watch these podcasts obviously know Elaine, and know she did that without having any gins. No gin and tonics at all before she did that this time. So good old Elaine.
Hey, big shout out to her too, taking on the EO role with the team. It's always a tough role with parents asking lots of questions. Why is my kid not doing this or not doing that? And it's great to have volunteers like that. And she was really good with the kids today, organising in the dugout and things like that. And that's what makes it fun. Blokes like this guy next to me with these big handlebars down the side, Hey, are they staying on for next week, mate, or
Well,
what?
look, yeah, so we've got to work something out. I think Travis draft party is a bit more serious, so I'm going to have to lose it with them. So I will lose it for the 14th, 15th in Australia, and hopefully I'll be able to get it back on because I've got an epic game coming up against the squad team from Corvallis, Oregon. So it's going to be a bit of fun. They're bringing me out with fireworks.
Stop it.
They're posted on social media that the canyon open, full scoreboard, announcers, walk-up music. They're going all out for me. So it's going to be a lot of fun over there. So hopefully I'll get back in for them and then the bananas. But yeah, so no, it's going to be a lot of fun over there. So I finally bought my tickets today. I mean, I'm leaving in 2 days and I bought my tickets today.
So what's going to be your walk-up song?
Oh, Hado.
Mate, we've been working on that today, actually. We're
Probably a bit of Right Set Fred. I'm too sexy.
No, we've got a bit of AI music ready to roll. So we've been working on the Funky Phil song. So
yeah.
Anyway. Hey, what about this guy? Damo, happy birthday. It's his birthday today. 25 today, Damo is. Happy birthday, old son. And
what's he tuning into us?
Mate, that was his wish. He's getting his steak dinner, and he went to athletics today and tuning in to watch these good-looking gents talk absolute rubbish about sport. Hey, talk about good-looking gents and rubbish. Yeah, I got nothing. But how about we got a finalist for the local business awards? How good is that? Yeah, we're going to rock up. You bloke sent me through the dress code of what you're wearing. And, wow, it's going to be pretty good. Old Lloyd and who was it? I can't remember.
Lloyd Christmas and Harry Dunn.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber. That's going to be
Perfect.
fantastic. Look good. I reckon you should get a set of handlebars like Funky's here for the night as well. So,
and work on it.
Anyway. Yes. What do we got here? Yeah, he always tunes in on Tuesdays. Love it. Thanks heaps, Damo.
Thanks, Damo. You won't have a beer with me, so I'll have one for you every week. Every week at the ground, you do all the groundwork for us at Toronto, and you still won't hang around and have a beer with me.
Yep. We talked about volunteers up here. Well, it's happening back home too with the volunteers. Obviously, there's if you follow Newcastle Baseball, those from Newcastle Baseball, there's a bit of a post going out about some people slagging off on, different things about the water and things like that on the grounds and ruling grounds out and whatsoever. I can guarantee that every club is trying to get their players on to play. There would be no one, picking and choosing who they're going to be playing. No, I think that's a whole lot of rubbish. I think, everyone's trying to get their players on to play. I think we've played. How many games have we played? 4, 5?
4, I think. And what are we? Round 13 or something? Round 12? Yeah. So I agree, mate. I think it's pretty poor form.
It is
putting that stuff, and you posted it on social media to have a dig at someone. Come on, be better.
Yeah.
Keyboard warriors, gotta love them.
Yeah. No, you look at our groundsman Damo puts in, multiple hours. he can probably tell you more, but it'd be, over 20 hours a week in there as a volunteer. And, he's not doing all that work for us not to play, that sort of thing. So,
well, there's a sense of pride for them too. They work really hard on the grounds. They want to see the kids out there playing.
Yeah.
I mean, they'd be devastated more than the kids. I mean, it's very frustrating not being able to play for so long, but they'd be devastated more than anyone because they'd put in a lot of work and then they don't get to see that's their payment. The payment is seeing their kids out there on the field playing.
Yeah.
So it'd be devastating for them. So, yeah, they really want it. No one wants people to play on the grounds more than the groundsman.
Yeah.
100%.
And he does an awesome job. Like we come on and pitch like third. So they've already had kids in the morning and fourth grade. And the mound, it's just like its first game of the day. So it's just a pleasure to pitch off because you know what it's sometimes like when your last game of the day, you're finding through big holes and everything. But Damo always has the field right, the mound right. So shout out to him and all groundsmen that get us out there and prevent injuries by keeping the fields in such good nick and mounds.
Yeah. But I tell you what, the grounds up here, we've been playing in worse ground conditions than we've played in a long time, but it's like the good old days when we used to play as kids.
Yeah.
When no games got washed out. But there was less traffic on it. I think it's more to do with ruining the grounds and the council closing them and not being able to use them for future games. But, mate, the old soapy baseballs now, when they get those leather bases, they get soap there. You can't grip them no matter what you do. You can't throw them for strikes, and that's what we're playing in now. And the kids are loving it. I know the 12s are loving head-first sliding. Yeah. They're allowed head-first slide now, and they're taking every advantage. The ball's 400 feet away, and they're sliding into third.
That was a good one.
Get muddy.
Excuse me. There was a good one today, and it wasn't a kid sliding. One of the parents did a bit of ice skating and went ass up and just mud all over him. But yeah. What about your young bloke? Both of your young blokes got plugged. What about the knee on James? He's got a third knee.
Where he is.
Photo, it looks like he's got one knee that way and he's going out the other side.
That was actually the same game where it was the next inning after the opposition hit that home run that was disallowed. He came out and I think it might have been none out and he got plugged in the knee. So he tried to walk and the first step he just sort of crumbled, got up, tried to take another one, crumbled again, just sort of looked around, didn't get up, and it's like, ooh, I think he might be struggling here. Hobbled up the first. Second pitch, stole. I'm just like, well, obviously there's nothing wrong. Comes home and it's just this dirty big lump. Like it dead set looked like he had a kneecap growing out the side of his leg. So good on him.
Bruce looked like he had ringworm on his knee today. It was huge.
Yeah, the size of a baseball.
Yeah.
Hey, we didn't hurt me though.
No, that's right. Didn't hurt me either. Right. We didn't do our tidbits last week, fellas. We got busy talking with Damo. It was another good show with Damo last week, so we best get our tidbits in. Sponsored by King Billy Jerky. Let's throw these in. I think, Davo, you're up first, mate.
Yes, our throwback to Cincinnati Reds owner Marge Schott. She was annoyed after her team swept the Oakland A's in 4 games in the 1990 World Series because it denied her revenue from a Game 5. So she refused to pay for any post-game celebration for the team, and the Reds celebrated on their own with hamburgers. And anyone that knows her, the racist bigot she was, can believe it. And I remember the 90 World Series where the Reds just came out and just shut all over the Oakland A's, did them in 4 straight. So, yeah, they had to buy their own burgers.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal. What about that for a team owner?
But it doesn't surprise us. The things you heard about her as an owner, it doesn't surprise you at all.
No. Yeah, not at all.
I've never heard that before. I remember the series. I never knew that, though.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember the series, but hadn't heard that till I read it the other day. So this was an interesting one. So in the Mariners' 44 years of existence, they've experienced more ruptured testicles in 5 than playoff appearances. 4.
No, surely not.
You have a bit of a squeeze then, Randall, like the old 12th man, David Boone. Give it a bit of a squeeze. That's a great one, Davo.
Yeah,
I love
as soon as
that
I
one.
saw that, I thought, we've got to throw that in. That's gold.
It is gold. I don't know. I think you might be up next, Randall. Bit of state of origin action.
Yeah, this one, I don't know if it's still applicable or not. I haven't looked much. And I'm really sorry, Funky. This is going to probably break your heart, but the last New South Wales halfback to play for an NRL club coming last was Andrew Johns in 2005. Now it's Mitchell Moses.
Well, joint last. Roomies.
Well,
you
know,
two are
this
having
was
a battle for the wooden spoon. You're both coming last.
Yeah,
this was meant for last.
Mate.
Was that the year but when Johns came back and turned the club around? They were losing bad, and he came back in and they just win.
You should know, Randall, life member of the member of the Knights for the past 142 years. You got nothing?
Yeah, I'm struggling. No, 2005, they won the premiership in 2001. I think that was when he came back after he wasn't.
He came back one year and they were sucking.
Yeah, well, there's been a lot of those years. It wasn't one of the three straight wooden spoons, though.
Yeah, I got nothing. Wait, what about Parramatta has got a new coach, haven't they? Is that yesterday?
Jason Riles. Yeah, that's a great little signing.
Yeah, it's happy days. That's what I wanted. That's good. I hadn't heard that. I've been up here, but that's good. I didn't want any old guy. I wanted someone to have a crack himself. Someone new, some fresh blood, someone who can make his own name.
Yeah.
Yeah. And where's he been? He's been at Melbourne, hasn't he? I'm pretty sure. Has he been at Melbourne?
Yeah.
Assistant coach down there.
Assistant coach for Bellamy.
Sure.
Yeah.
So through a good system and all that sort of stuff, I don't think it's going to be a good thing for Para.
Yeah. No, it will be.
Well, can't go any further down, Phil, so the only way is up.
Nah, the Tigers are going to go on top. Can you even see that, Randall? Come a bit closer.
I've only got one eye, though. That's the problem. The other one's half closed. Cricket. We're just talking about the T20 World Cup that had been played in America, and they said, cricket would have caught on in the US much faster if these were how the actual rules were explained. So you've got there that USA were 8 for 110 off their 20 overs, and India were 2 for 32 after 6 overs. Basically, someone pretty much said, what the fuck is this scoring system, and how the hell what does it even mean? Someone's piped up and said, well, the US ate 110 hamburgers in 20 minutes and 8 guys passed out. India has eaten 33 hamburgers and 2 guys have passed out in 6 minutes. The max duration is 20 minutes. And if more than 10 guys vomit or pass out, it's game over. Game over. India needs another 111 hamburgers eaten in 14 minutes. With 8 guys left alive. Mate, simple rules. If they had have done that, America would have been all over this game.
Yeah. No, it's a pretty simple game, isn't it, when you look at it like that?
Well, they've got their T20 comp just started, I think, or it's about to start. So the American, it's like a Major League, their version of the Big Bash. Yeah. So there's a few big names playing in it, so could be good to watch. Hopefully it takes off.
Yeah. Oh, I think it will. Well, we're talking about hamburgers. What about our hot dog friend?
Joey Chestnut?
Yeah, Joey Chestnut obviously wasn't in that biggest, the one he's won for the last 16 years. He hasn't had a score under 82 hot dogs in a lot of time, and the winner this year was like 77 or something. So it's brutal. Bring him back.
Would have blown it away.
Yeah, he would have. I don't know if the fella that Damo picked last week won. I wasn't sure who the winner was, but
I don't think so. The name didn't sound familiar, but I don't think it was named Damo had pointed out.
I'm pretty sure he got the run line on that Arizona game, though.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he messaged me the following day saying, I'm looking good for this, but we'll just wait for the hot dog.
Loves a dabble. This one, the stats behind Cameron Young's 59. Fairways hit 6 out of 14. Greens in regulation 15 out of 18. Scrambling 3 from 3. Proximity 27. What is it? 27
foot 10 inches.
10 inches. 24 putts. Feet of putts made 115 feet 11 inches. He scored 59 off that.
With 24 putts.
It's insane. Insane. What is he just hitting it as far as John Daly or something? What's the go?
I'd say so. Spraying it everywhere, somehow recovering to get onto the green about 20 feet away and just sort of tapping up close and knock it in.
Last time Randall played golf, he had 59 on the front 5, not front 9, front 5.
It was a front 4 and 2 of them were par 3s, mate. Get it right.
Fair enough.
Good to see you raise the bat, mate. It's like when we play.
Always do.
I have a bit of a hit every now and again. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm a good 21 handicapper.
Nice.
Well,
Nice.
I played golf the other day with my cricket mates, and they said it's just like playing cricket. There was plenty of 4s and 6s. I said I don't know anything less.
Mate,
it's either a 4 or a 6. And
yeah, I've played about 9 or so Ambrose events. I've won 8 of them. Does it mean anything?
Beautiful.
Good scorer.
Good
just take the
scorer.
driver. That's all
Good
I do.
scorer.
Beats a good scorer.
Yeah. Yeah. What do we got here? My last one. Yankees pitcher in 58 years to allow 4 home runs in a game with 0 strikeouts. The Yankees are still. What was it? The old Major League, the movie. They're still shitty.
Yep.
They're still shitty. They're having a bit of a rough trot, the old Yankees, and don't we love it? Don't we love it? That was one of their pitchers yesterday through 6.2 innings, struck out 9, and your Boston beat them, Davo.
Yep. Yeah, Raffy.
3-0.
Raffy
3-0.
went deep. That saw Gill off, and then the center shortstop went deep again, and then Raffy took one from about 6 inches outside, 93 miles an hour, top of the zone outside, and he's hit it over center field. And they're still wondering, how the hell do you hit a pitch from there where he did?
Yeah. Good eyes. Good eyes. Yes.
He's become the new big puppy. He's
Yeah.
a bit of a Yankee killer. Oh, Devers.
Love
Good
it.
to see.
It is good to see. All right, kingbillyjerky.com. Go and get some King Billy Jerky now and get it in your mail very soon. Do you like?
I love jerky.
Oh, yeah.
I love jerky.
You got to get a bit of King Billy Jerky in here, mate. He's got a bit of hot stuff. He's got sweet stuff, whatever you want. So
Does he deliver to the Gold Coast?
you probably could, but I don't think you'd get it in time before. Oh, you're up here
I'm
an
still
extra
here for
week.
another
That's
one.
right. Electrician's wage.
forever.
He'll be up here for a few more weeks. So, bloody
After just
electricians.
starting a new job too.
Yeah, he's at the penthouse, just living it up. But anyway.
2 weeks on, 2 weeks
Yeah.
off. What more can you want?
Yeah, absolutely. Good times. Hey, fellas, if you're going to have a Dabble, make sure you go over to Dabble and download the app. Use the code SportsRewind. Helps us out on the show. This month, they've got plenty of stuff on in July, like extra rockets that you can use for your dabbles and plenty more. Go and check them out. Dabble on all your mobile phones and all your devices. All right, what else is there, fellas? I know we've been through the Down Under Winter Classic, bit of local stuff I don't have too many more slides here. Randall, have you got access to NRL or not?
Nope. I got nothing
No.
at the moment.
All right.
I know the Knights won.
Davo, did you watch much NRL, Davo?
Pongo's back.
A little bit. I can go through the scores.
Sounds good,
and then
mate.
the ladder. So we had, Frank Phil won't want to hear this. The Rabbitohs beat Para in the first round, 32-16. Titans upset the Sharks, 20-16. So didn't really pick that one. Panthers beat Broncos 14-6 in a nice tight match. Bulldogs
That was a
beat
good game,
the Warriors.
actually.
Yeah, Bulldogs beat the Warriors 13-12 in another golden pointer. It's 2 weeks in a row for the Bulldogs. Eagles beat the Cowboys 21-20 up there. Roosters annihilated the Dragons 42-12. And then the Knights got up over the Raiders down there in Canberra to finish it off. And
You beauty.
Ponga's
Dolphins
back,
had the
mate.
bye.
Ponga's back. Ponga. Anyone catch that Knights game? Ponga ran for
No.
200 and something meters.
It was only the Knights, so I didn't bother. So we got the Storm out in front on 30 points. Penrith second on 26.
Leon,
Roosters
say
and
Penrith
Cronulla.
again for me. Can you say
Hey?
Penrith for me again? Say Penrith properly, please. Yeah, that's it.
Penny. Chocolate Soldiers. Sorry, I should say Chocolate Soldiers. So 26. The Roosters and Sharks are 24. Bulldogs and Dolphins are 22. Manly 21. Cowboys and Newcastle and St George round out the 8 on 20. And down the bottom, Parramatta and Tigers on 12 points each.
Who's on top though on the list?
Parramatta. Their differential is minus 145. Tigers is minus 151.
Ooh.
Converted try in it, boys.
Yeah, terrible. Anyway,
Who have
state
they
of
both
origin.
got this weekend?
Sorry?
Who have they both got this weekend, or have they got buys?
I don't know who got this one.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I don't know.
And
I don't know.
Tigers have the Sharks.
Oof.
Easy win.
Eels are away to Titans.
Mm.
Boys. Ooh.
That'll be a good game, actually.
Couple of tough games.
What day are we playing the Titans?
Saturday.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh,
30th,
I'll be on a
Seabus
plane.
Stadium.
Are we on a
might
plane?
go for a trip over.
Yes, Seabus Stadium.
I can see it just over the back here. Clear blue lights out there.
Yeah, you beauty. You probably look down from that 800 floor that you're on, you know?
I do. I'm waiting for for the Gold Coast races to be on. I can see the racetrack, so
Fair enough. State of origin, game number 3.
tree.
Yes. Who you tipping, boys?
New South Wales.
Yeah. Can't go against New South Wales. I think it'll be a good game. Queensland just thought in game 2, well, we're 1-0 up. Whatever happens, let's just finish them off at home. But a lot better performance by the Blues, and see that it's a better team. So hopefully they get the points, get the series.
Mate, Randall, your old girl is laughing at you being in the penthouse. You know.
She's just jealous, mate.
You work hard for 2 weeks to earn the money for, this penthouse. It's
Not wrong.
She's probably thinking, where's my ticket? Where's my room?
the boys are
Why
up there.
wasn't I invited?
The boys are up there in the jacuzzi at the moment, I think, Sue. Noah had to leave dinner early because he wanted to head up there for the jacuzzi, and So anyway,
Mate, she's going to Japan in bloody a couple of weeks, and then she's going to Fiji, and then she's going on a cruise as well. Like, she doesn't need to worry about no penthouse, I don't think.
fair enough. AFL, fellas, I haven't seen any AFL games this week at all. the last week. The Swans still on top there. They're 13-3. Carlton 11-5. Fremantle 10-5. Essendon 10-5. Geelong Cats and Port Adelaide 10-6. Brisbane Lions and GWS Giants round out the top 8. What else have we got?
Begun the Swans this Saturday. So, yeah, it won't be a baseball Randall. I'm going to the Swans game.
You beauty.
I won't either, mate. I'll be here.
Who they got, Davo? Who they playing?
North Melbourne. Got the
that'll be a good
Kangaroos.
one.
Should be an easy win for them, but I'll still be there barracking for the Kangaroos.
Yep. Yeah, no, it'll be a good game. I love watching live AFL. It's always good.
You really need to see it live. You see the whole field. Like, TV doesn't do it justice because you're just following the play. You really need to see AFL live so you can see where guys are setting up, see what's forming and how the whole game runs. So definitely worth going to see.
We've had this chat before, I think, where if you want to watch a ball sport on TV, it's rugby league. But if you want to watch something live, go and watch AFL because like you said, you don't see that bloke that's just run 50 meters to take that specky or to take a mark. You don't see all the off the ball stuff. You don't see old mate, punch some bloke in the guts and then run away from him, or you don't get to see all that sort of stuff.
Shepherding.
So,
that's my bit of grass. Get off my bit of grass. So enjoy, mate. It'll be awesome. Matt from MFTB, if you're still on, mate, you'll be loving this one. The F1, what an absolute cracker that was. I only watched some highlights of this one, but Randall, you're going all sideways on us. Look at you go.
Now he's finally worked it out.
I told you that at the start, mate. Turn it on the side. Lewis Hamilton, Sir Lewis Hamilton won the British Grand Prix there. Max Verstappen, Lando Norris, our Oscar Piastri, Carlos Sainz, Nico for back-to-back 6th places, Lance Stroll, Alonso, Alexander Albon, and Yuki Tsunoda round out the top 10. I'm still scrolling to find where Dan Rick was 13th. Bloody hell, Dan Rick. Lewis did bring it home. It was an absolute gem of a race. If you're interested in your F1, go and check out MFTB Sports Channel. They'll have a full rundown of the race, and they always do the previews as well. It's always a good listen. Anything else?
SVG did well in race 1 over in Chicago. Street race. Then he was doing really well in the second race in the rain. Got taken out from behind. That was him done.
Yeah.
But another street course he was just dominating in.
Just watched him carve through the cars, like late braking, just what our V8 supercars do, and they just don't have it on the street circuits like he does. It's awesome. This is a big one. Daniel Ricciardo being promoted to Red Bull in August. That is massive news. So talks last week of him being sort of outed from, the Red Bull lower level team or whatever you want to call it. And, now he's going to be promoted into the Red Bull. So that's massive news and look forward to that. MLB, fellas, I haven't even talked about MLB today. And what's been going on for the MLB? I haven't seen any baseball this week at all.
All-star rosters come out.
Yeah, I did
Home
see
Run
that.
Derby participants, Bobby Witt and Azuna have been added to the roster for the Home Run Derby.
What's that, five now?
Yeah. So Pete's trying to win it back. So the polar bear.
I hope he does.
Yeah.
I love watching him have swings. But, let's have a quick look at the standings of the MLB.
It's good, though. There's a couple of super young shortstops. that are participating in the home run derby this year. So that'll be interesting too. You know, it's not specifically, you know, that sort of position where you think, oh yeah, home run derby, is it? You know, shortstop.
No.
So Bobby
Who
Witt Jr. and Gunnar Henderson.
Gunnar Henderson.
Cal
Yeah,
Ripken a few years ago. There you go.
legend.
Cal Ripken. Never heard of her. Never heard of her. The Iron
Back
Man
when
or
he
something.
tried to compete against like Sosa, Maguire, Bonds, Griffey, Frank Thomas in home run derbies.
Yeah. It's insane, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Funky
I like-
Phil, I remember a home run derby a few years back, mate. College, you know, up and coming college prospects, and we had, you know, the plenty of local talent at your Funky Phil showcase. I heard there might be a rumor that might be back this year.
Well, mate, that's the plan. That's the plan. I was going to start looking into it when I get back from the States, but I've spoken to a few of the boys. They're all pretty keen on doing it. Looking at having it 30th of December. I'm actually running the idea of trying to get a few out-of-state players to come in. Caden Nicoletto is keen. I think Jake Burns has gone up to Queensland. He might come back down from Queensland. There's a kid down from Victoria, Nico. I think he might come up. So I might put up the prices for $15. So the clubs will get $10 each, and maybe $5 will help try and bring some talent in from other states and have a bit more fun with it. So I've spoken to a few different people about it, just running the ideas. Still no profit for me, but just a little bit of money to maybe bring some kids into the tournament. So it should be fun. I've spoken to Huddo, he's keen to help out again with it. All the volunteers from last year I've spoken to are keen. So yeah, when I get back from the States, August 1st, you know, and I speak to a few more of the boys, we should be able to lock in the date of December 30th. And I know that the Blue Sox, Darren and Stewie are all on board with me, and they're going to do everything they can to help me out as far as promoting that and getting going. So their last game will be the 29th of December that year. I think we play the Cavs. I think it's the Cavs we play that weekend. So yeah, they're on board and trying to help it all out and grow the sport, which they're really, really good. Actually, speaking of those boys, I actually rang Darren this week because I ran into some boys from Melbourne, and they came up here for a baseball tournament, and they just love what Darren and Stu had done with the club, and you know, getting the cheap tickets for the players and the fans to come in, and he converted like 8 Melbourne Aces fans into Blue Sox fans. So I rang Darren on FaceTime and let him know and introduced him to the bloke and from the elevators. And yeah, he's a big Blue Sox fan now. So that's all.
Nice.
Good. Yeah, they're Darren and Stu, mate. I'm so privileged to be involved with those boys there, just doing good things for baseball.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
we
awesome.
talked about that last year about the prices and, you know, buying a big bunch ticket, like 4 games for $20 in the sort of outer stands, and unreal. That's what you need. Get, you know, people into the bums on seats, as they say.
Just watch out for the jumper you're wearing at the moment.
How good is it? How good is it? No, sorry, Sydney Blue Sox, but yeah, picked up a Melbourne Aces one last week. But,
It's a pretty jumper.
It's a nice jumper. It's nice and
pretty.
warm.
It's pretty.
Nice and warm. So, anyway, let's have a quick look at baseball standings and then let's get out of here. You know, standings. Your Baltimore Orioles, Randall, are 3 games clear of the Yankees. Boston Red Sox 7.5 games back. Tampa and Blue Jays not doing much. Cleveland.
I think the Orioles and Yankees are up against each other for a 3-game series starting in a couple of days. So.
Yeah, they're probably the Yankees are probably going to be favourites, Randall, and I hope they put 3 games on the Orioles. That'll make it heaps more exciting for us end of the year. Guardians,
for some reason.
Fair enough. Guardians are out in front of the Twinnies. Kansas City Royals back there, 8.5. Detroit and Chicago White Sox are 26 and 67. Wow. Absolutely putrid. Yeah.
That is for that.
Disgraceful.
We move on. It is abysmal. Seattle Mariners, maybe they're trying to relocate to Vegas as well.
I watched the game the other day, and it was a tied ball game. I can't remember if it was extra innings or bottom 9, and there's a fly ball hit to, I think it was Lou Bob in the outfield, and he made the catch and didn't try and make the throw to throw the runner out at home. He just caught it and just put it in his back pocket and jogged off the field.
Yeah,
So
it wasn't that deep either. It's like he could have backed up, had a shot. I don't think he would have got the runner.
No, I think it was Stephen.
I
think it was Kwan that was running. So he's pretty quick. But how do you not at least just have a crack? And I think that's probably the disappointing thing. Yeah, it's just poor.
It is bad. I've seen lots of kids running balls out up here this week. I'm pretty happy to see that. It is, something that should happen, and coaches, telling kids about it. So it is good. Where are we up to? Seattle Mariners. They're 2 games clear. And here they come, the Astros. The Astros 6-4 in their last 10, but they're only 2 games back there of the Mariners. Texas Rangers 5. Sorry, go.
I was going to say, we said it would happen, didn't we? We said, and they had a very sluggish start, but we said that they'll be there at the end of the season. We're now
and that's with Hader. Hader's been choking a little bit lately too. I think he's cost 2 or 3 games lately for him. So if he works his stuff out, then I'll be there.
They will be. Angels and Athletics round that out. Phillies on top in the East, and they're 7.5 games clear of the Braves, and the Braves are 50-39. So pretty crazy, crazy amount of games behind there. Mets.
That's where they're from, Harper and Schwarber too. They've both been on the IL for a little while now.
Yep. They're due back soon, though, I believe.
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's only a couple of days. Mets, Nationals, and Marlins sucking it up there in the East. Central, Brewers, the Brew Crew, 4.5 games clear of St. Louis. Pittsburgh Pirates, the Reds, and the Cubs back there in the Central. NL West, Angels, the Dodgers are just well and truly out in front there. 7.5 games clear of the Padres. The Diamondbacks, my Giants, are sucking it up there. 11 games back. And the Rockies, well, they're 32-59. They're not having such a good time either. But what do you do? Plenty of baseball on, and that's about it for me. All-Star game. When is that? This weekend coming?
Next week.
Next week. Monday, Tuesday, is it? I don't know.
Tuesday's the home run derby. Wednesday's the All-Star game.
Yeah.
And then you've got the draft. Is it the 14th, the draft?
14th, 15th morning, 7 a.m. Channel 9, I believe, is going to be on. If you're around in Sydney, get down to the Kringai Steelers, Trevor's home ground. They're going to big thing going on there. That'd be cool. So you get down to the Kringai Steelers at 7 a.m. for that. I think it's kicked off at 7 a.m., but I think they 20 minutes in they'll announce, I think. But don't count me on that.
What do you think, mate? Is he going to go number 1?
Yeah, you go number 1. And I was just looking at the numbers. I haven't really looked at the MLB this much. We've been doing all the stuff. But so I'm still hoping, it's a long shot. But Cleveland are number 1 in their division. So if he gets the September call-up, he could be a David Price and be in the playoffs. David Price was caught up and he went in the playoffs, so that could be them. But the other teams, Oakland last, they're fourth. So you've got Reds coming second last. Then you've got the Rockies last. A's are last.
Yep.
And then the White Sox are last. So, but no, I think he'll go Cleveland Guardians. I just think that I'm really honest, and I am biased, but I don't think that's coming into it. But I think he is the best player in amateur baseball. I truly do. The 5 tools plus that worth ethic and the mental approach to it all. I think any team that doesn't pick him are going to regret it.
Yeah.
I think they're going to regret it. So
mental.
What are they saying though, that he's a second baseman and then that's it? That's the only drawback. Is that really a thing though? Like you can play any position, can't you? Like, come on.
Oh, look,
you can play anywhere.
He can play any of those outfield positions at a major league level. He would be, top 50%. I mean, mate, I don't know. He won't be the last. He can play outfield. He can play center field for teams. He could.
Yeah.
And the bat's going to get him there anyway. He can play third base. He can play second base. Maybe not first base. Maybe not catcher. And shortstop, I think he's got a little bit to prove to shortstop there at a major league level. But he could go to the A's and play shortstop. But he could play anywhere. And the thing is that with the bat, the way that he's batting and the eye that he has, and one of the best lines I heard someone say, he's God's track man. His eyes are God's track man. He doesn't swing outside the zone, and so and he can run. He can do it all.
If you didn't check out the interview with Ryan Roller-Smith with him, that is a great interview. It doesn't go for very long, but it is really good. Go and check that out. I can't remember.
MLB Network or something like that.
MLB Network, that's it. And
it's easy to get caught up in Travi, but we've got a couple of guys. Brent Iredale could be going high in the draft this year. He's going to Arkansas, so that's going to be – they're going to have to give him some good money, not to go there. Arkansas is a powerhouse. And then you got Jimmy Natter. I don't think he will sign, but he's eligible. Blake Cavill's eligible this year, and he's been doing well. He's at the Cape Cod this year. So
he's still got a couple of years of college too, though, hasn't he?
He's got another year of college.
Yeah.
So this is his third year. He's the same age as Travi there.
Yep.
But Brent Iredale could be a big one that will go high in the draft as well. And I think he might, people haven't heard of him, but he could go. They're saying third, fourth, fifth round, something like that. He could go. Whether he wants to go there or not, that's up to him. But I love. It's just, mate. It's a golden age for us baseballers.
Yeah.
Golden age right now.
Yeah, absolutely. For Australian baseball, it's awesome to see and awesome to watch. It's great to see, even though some of the interviews are absolutely crud, like the project. It's really good to see baseball in the media and all over the media. He's on the
mainstream media.
He's on the news again tomorrow at Channel 9. He's on there, so then I think it might be a warm-up one. I get texts. Everyone heard that, so I've got a text there saying he's on that tomorrow. So that'll be cool.
Yeah.
I'll be at the baseball ground. I actually won't see it. I might have to watch the replay. But it's good. It's good. It's going to draw attention to all our boys, And that was the idea with the showcase, was trying to get a bit of attention to our young guys that are working hard and following their dreams and trying to make that their profession.
Yeah.
It's great things, man. It's good things that happen.
Absolutely. All right, we might leave it there, fellas. Anything else you want to add before we go? Big shout out to Damo. Happy birthday, mate. 25, to be 25 again. Absolutely. Legend of a bloke, and happy birthday, mate. All right, fellas, let's get out of here. We've got a few more big days up here at Down Under Winter Classic. Hopefully we get some content out to you soon. Follow the Down Under Winter Classic page. BJ and I did a interview there on opening night at SeaWorld, and we'll be rounded out at Dreamworld this year at some stage, and there'll be a little bit more dribble in between. All right, peace out, fellas.
Hopefully you got good air freshener there, Funk Phil. Plenty of
Candles.
What for, mate?
Hey. Well, I'm going off to go get some Indians, so we'll see what happens then.
Talking about good food, we just had a good food, Randall, didn't we? That what was it called?
See you later, boys.
Thanks, mate.
See you, mate.
Whatever it was past
Central?
the night. Oh, yeah, Central. That's what it was called. Past the night. Bloody beautiful. Anyway, let's get out of here. Have a good week, everyone, and we'll talk to you soon.